Hey there, gang. This is Scott, Franchiseinsight.net. Little bit of a political discussion today. This is not about my politics or your politics. It's just a discussion about how quickly things potentially can change when new regulations are introduced. So I've got a couple notes I'm going to refer to a couple times, but the Biden administration has a labor secretary, Julie Su, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, that is up again to be labor secretary. So there's two things that I'm going to reference that she supports and that could overnight be a little bit of a game changer. One really doesn't affect franchise and small business. It's proposition or proposal AB5. Sounds fancy, AB5. Basically what it does is it impedes someone's opportunity to be a consultant or a kind of gig economy, to have flexibility that people like. 21 million people enjoy working in roles where they can jump in and out of helping companies with their services, and people choose to do this. So I'm not sure why somebody would want to create regulations to impede it. I don't know all the details. It could be that there's something in there that they feel workers are being unfairly used and taken advantage of, and they deserve benefits and stuff. But if you've made a decision, like I have in this case, to have this type of business, then that's really should be up to the 21 million people who choose to work that way because they enjoy flexibility. So that's the first one. The next one, though, that affects franchisees and franchisors, and it's called the joint employer rule. And there's some things here that probably make some sense, but bigger picture, it seems more problematic. And from prior posts, I'm very suspect, as you should be, of the franchisor and the story they build for you in selling you an opportunity. But in this case, I'm a little bit concerned that this proposition, regulation, whatever it falls under, it's going to shift liability from the franchisee back to the parent company, the franchisor. So again, if you're a franchisee, these are folks typically, as myself, you're scraping together some money. You probably don't have as deep of pockets as the franchisor because they probably had a lot of money to go out and launch their idea, or they've got some VC money that's helped launch their vision and their business. So obviously it's a lawyer's dream because now there's deeper pockets if there is an issue at a local franchisee level. So, if it's a product or a solution that wasn't thought through, and I'll give you an example. Let's say you got into foundation repair and it's a franchise, and they offer a structural solution and then that failed. Well, as a franchisee, you shouldn't be totally on the hook. You probably have insurance for that, but if the franchisor has either developed that unique product or solution, or works with a partner that's developed it, then yeah, that liability should go back uphill. But if you're running a business locally and you have a driver that creates a horrific accident, let's say, then the franchisor should really not be responsible for that, in my opinion. So it's a little bit of a concern because, as we've discussed, small business franchises create so many jobs, and a regulation like this probably pushes some people out of wanting to franchise as a business because they know that they are now taking on additional liabilities that they haven't in the past. I'm sure new insurance products will get developed to protect these folks, or coverage amounts, etc. But at the same time, it just seems like a little bit of a goofy way to handle things. So again, my point is not what my political beliefs are, your political beliefs, anything like that. It's a demonstration of how quickly the landscape can change with regulations and how it affects your business, and how you really need to stay on top of it and understanding what regulations are, both prior to buying a business or franchise, or once you get into the business. You got to keep regular touch on that, find news feeds, find regulatory items that affect labor, and the unique items that are specific to your business. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you're in the market to buy a business or franchise, come see me at Franchiseinsight.net. Have a great day.